lengthening through the crown of our heads. And feeling that exhalation, relaxing the shoulders down. Noticing the inhalations and the exhalations. So we can practice a few minutes of meditation and a bit of breathing before today's practice. Try to feel that slight activation on and across your abdomen. During the inhalation and exhalation. So slight active pose. We cultivate slowly Ujjayi breathing, very slow and gentle Ujjayi. Starting to inhale and exhale, lengthening through the nose with a particular sound that is created by Ujjayi. During both inhalation and exhalation, you are engaging abdominal area. Pulling in the navel towards your back, activating the transverse as abdominal muscles across our belly. Keep lifting through the crown of your head. Reach with your arms towards the sides and up, inhaling. And exhale, hands to heart center. Again, reach sideways towards the ceiling, inhaling. And exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling, reaching high, interlace the fingers. And exhale there, keep inhaling and exhaling, reaching high. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Ujjayi, inhale. Exhale. After the next inhalation, turn the body towards your right. Keep bringing the arms up. Very subtle twist. Turn the body towards the center. And now towards your left. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply there. After the next inhalation, turn to center. Inhale again, reaching high. And gently forward folding with the bind. Place the hands over the floor just for support and relax the head down. Reach towards the right. Walking with the hands towards the right. Inhale, reaching as far to the right as you can. And exhale, relax the head down. And inhale, bring your left arm towards the left, opening the chest. Look towards your left hand, up towards the ceiling, and side stretch. And let's make some circles here with this arm. Towards the front, towards the right, towards the back, and left. And again. Inhaling, opening the arms, and exhale, close towards the center, towards the front. Inhale, opening towards the back, and exhale towards the front. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, lowering. Inhale, lifting, exhale, lower. Place the hand over the floor and walk the hands towards the opposite side. Reaching towards the left. Inhale, reach as far as you can towards the left. And exhale, relax the head down. Deep inhalation there. And exhale. Now lift your right shoulder, elevating and lengthening your right arm towards the right and up towards the ceiling for a side angle stretch. Inhaling deeply there. And on the exhalation, lower the arm down towards the ground and open the arm towards the right and up. Inhaling. Down and towards the right. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. So you can do it in any of the directions you want. Okay, you can probably go towards the back first and then towards the right and down, or in the opposite way, or maybe change one or twice towards one side and then towards the other. Just big circles, just to see the mobility of the chest, the spine. 2 more circles. Allow the spine to really twist, to really open, to look up when you are opening the arm towards the back, and to bring probably the shoulder towards the floor when you are reaching towards the left. Place the hand on the floor, walk towards the center again. And here, walk towards yourself. Place the hands towards the back behind you and press. If you have the bolster behind you, just press the bolster just to press your chest forward. So you try to bring the elbows closer, the hands closer together behind you. And try to arch your spine and open the chest towards the front. You may stay here or maybe look up. If it feels comfortable, relax the head back. Inhaling deeply. And exhale deeply, press the floor or the cushion away. And again. Okay, from here, let's bring ourselves onto all fours. Just move away any cushion you may have. So in all fours, let's move the body on top of our wrists a little bit. Let's change the direction of that circle. Keep that Ujjayi breathing. Very slow breath towards one side and then change towards the other again. So you feel that circle at the hips. You're giving mobility to the hips and strengthening pose for your wrists. Bring the sit bones towards the back. Relax the forehead down. Reach as far forward with the hands. And feel as if somebody is pressing you down on your back. So your tailbone wants to reach towards the back. And your hands wants to reach towards the front. Inhale deeply there. And exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Now transition to all fours. Let's bring the right leg towards the back. Toes facing down. And now open the hip up. And square the hips down. So you are lifting the right hip towards the left, lifting the hip and lowering the hip. So there is a little rotation on your hip. That's it. Now let's see if we can do it with the knee bend. So now square the hips, bend and point the toes, and now lift the hip and square the hips. Lifting the hip and square. Lifting, and let's see if we can reach a little bit back with that foot. Lifting the hip and square. Okay, let's change. Lifting the left leg. Let's lift that hip and square. Very good. Lifting the hip and square. Lifting and square. Lifting and square. Now lift, get a square and bend that knee and see if we can do the same. Lift the hip as far up as you can and a square. Very good. There's lots of work here when you're trying to lift on the opposite glute, isn't it? Square the hip. Inhale, lift. And square. Inhale, lifting. And square, release the knee down. Tuck the toes under and press yourself up onto down dog. Bending one knee. Bending on the other. Bending on both maybe, and try to lift the hips as high as you can. Relax the head down. Now from here, bring the right leg up. And let's see if we can do the same. So our hips are now square. So let's open the hip to the side. And let's square it. Inhale, lift the right hip, opening the side, and square. And again, lifting the hip, and square. Lifting the hip and stay there for a moment. Bend the knee. And now let's see if we can make a couple of circles with that knee. 1 and 2, and change direction. 1 and 2. Okay, place that foot down. Let's bring the left leg up. Lift the left hip towards the ceiling. And square. Inhale, lifting. And squaring. Lifting. Square. And lift. Bend the knee. Keep that knee as high as you can. And a couple of circles with that knee. And place those knees on the ground and Balasana pose. Relax the head down. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply And exhale, bring yourself up, sit on your heels with the toes curled under. Hands in front of you, interlaced, and start rolling on the wrist. Very good. So you are seated on your heels. So we are giving a little bit of a stretch to those toes. And if you get tired, bring yourself up, okay? You can go up and down. If it's too strong, okay, that stretch on the toes. Change the direction. Arms towards the front. Let's turn the hands towards the outside. And turn the hands towards the inside, up and outside. Let's see the rotation of our full arm. Open the arm slowly towards the sides. Turning the hands and bring yourself up if you want, okay? Just give yourself a little break. And let's see if we can do this, the turning of the hands, but one hand goes on the opposite direction. Keep one arm still while you turn the other one in the opposite and then change. Bring yourself back again onto your heels. Engage the abdominal area. Inhaling deeply and exhale deeply. If you need another break, lift yourself again, okay? All right. Okay, hands facing up. Inhale on the wheel. Exhale, forward fold. All fours. Transition to down dog. Now let's stretch the foot in the opposite way by placing one foot with the toes extended on down dog and press that foot onto the tippy toes of one foot. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Change, and then now the other. So we stay on down dog, but with one foot, we place the toes, the opposite ones, onto the mat, and we press, extending the top of the foot. And we feel the stretch as well on the shins. Inhale deeply, press. Exhale, press a bit farther. Another deep breath. And exhale, let go. If you want, you could try probably with one and press, and then probably the other and press, okay? It's probably too deep. So we just press on one and then we press on the other, just changing, okay? But if you want to try and press onto both, you can go ahead and do it, okay? Knees on the ground, relax the head. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Okay, transition to down dog again. This time we bring the right leg up, bending onto the knees. Let's see if we can probably transition onto plank and allow the hip to really lift for the foot, for the right foot to drop back towards the right. So you sit on your boom. So we are here on down dog, and we just lift that leg and we try to bring that foot, the right foot, onto the ground, onto the left side. And from here, we have the right leg bent, facing the ceiling, and now with the right arm up, we reach high for wild thing, lifting the hips, and exhale low. And inhale again, lifting wild thing, exhale low. Knee to elbow, that's it. Inhale, lift. Lifting the hips and exhale low. And from here, in the next inhalation, let's lift and transition directly onto side plank and a pivot to down dog. How did you get on? Let's see if we can do this other one together, and then I check and see if you are doing it correctly, all right? Now, lift the left leg up. Open the knee to the side and lift that knee as high as you can. So now you're gonna try to, or allow the left foot to drop behind you towards the right side. Let your boom boom fall onto the ground. Your left knee is bent, looking up. And from here, lift the left arm up, the hips as well, for wild thing onto the left side. Very good. Exhale low. Inhale high, reaching high, exhale low. Inhale, reach high, exhale low. On the next one, lift the hips, transition to side plank, and to, if you want, one-legged down dog. And now place both feet down onto down dog. Now I'm gonna place my knees down, but I would like to see you if you're doing it safely. So I'm gonna guide you from here. Now, if you want to just get yourself a little break with the knees on the ground, shake your wrists for me. Very good. Rotate those wrists for me just a little bit. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Very good. And again, inhale deeply. Change the direction of that rotation. Give it another little shake. Very good. So if you want to prepare yourself onto down dog, good. Inhale deeply. Stay there for a breath. And exhale. Prepare to lift the right leg up. Squaring the hips. Very good. Bend the knee. Very good. And now allow that foot, the hip to lift first. That's it. And now allow that foot to drop and the bottom to drop on that side. That's it. Extending the left leg and the right knee is looking up. So the right knee is looking up and the left leg is extended. That's it. Very good. So you have there your right. I think so. Your right knee is down, facing up, and your right arm is going to reach up. And from here, you're going to lift your hips, pressing that foot down, the right foot down. Very good. And exhale, lower your bottom, and elbow to knee. Very good. And inhale again. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lifting the hips again. And exhale, elbow to knee. And on the next inhalation, lifting, transition as if you want to stand up, but you turn your body onto down dog. Very good. Good. And now prepare the leg. Inhale, lifting the left leg up. Bending onto the knee. Lifting that left hip. Allow that turn and that foot to fall behind you. Very good. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Very good. Mindfully. That left knee is high. And now prepare the left arm to reach high. Pressing down with the right arm. That's it. Hips high. Exhale, elbow to knee. Very good. Inhale, reaching high. And exhale, elbow to knee. And the last time, reach high. And elbow to knee. And in this one, we are going to transition back to down dog. So you lift yourself as high as you can, turning the body slowly, and transition if you want to one-legged down dog, or just directly, very good, directly down to down dog. Place both knees down onto the ground. Relax the forehead down onto the mat. Brilliant. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Now from here we rise. And in all fours, we bring the right foot forward in between the hands. So I think we are done with the weight on our wrists for today. So from here, curl the toes under on the back foot. We just lift that back knee, and let's lift the hands towards the back in plank position. So we are like halfway to high lunge. Engage the abdominal area and feel like you are lifting from your navel up. Inhale, lift those arms up. And exhale, reach forward and back in plank. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. And exhale, forward, back in plank. From here, if you had any way close your blocks, you could probably find them very useful for the next transition. If you have a a couple of books for yourself. If you want, Helena, you could probably get a good use for a couple of books that are the same size and stocky and kind of doesn't need to be necessary like a block, but if they are the same size, the better. So you can place them towards the front of the mat. And now in the next transition, you will find them very helpful to transition to warrior 3. So you are in high lunge with the right leg forward and left leg back. Right leg forward, that's it. So from here, take off the blocks, bring them towards the front of the mat, far away from you, and push that right foot against the mat to lift the back leg. Very good. Now let's see if we can have a little bit of balance with Ardha Chandrasana. It's half moon pose. So just place the right block right on front of the right foot, but like quite separated, like the whole torso of separation in between the right foot and the hand, right under the shoulder. And start lifting your left hip. Lifting the left hip, like we have been doing the whole class. And then we start lifting your left hand up, opening the chest towards the left. You may probably stay, if you want, Helena, with the back toes touching the ground, and you just lift the hip, and then you transition with the hip, lowering the hip down parallel to the ground, and you lift slightly, probably with both hands on the ground, pushing down onto the books, lifting the hip and lower. If you want, Susan, just lowering the back foot down onto the mat. Leave the blocks where they are. Inhale, transition to high lunge. Very good. Inhale deeply. Let's reach with the right hand back towards the back leg, reaching high and towards the back. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Release that back hand towards the front and up and open to warrior 2. So you just pivot the back foot and probably lengthen a little bit more that stance. So we were here. So we open again the hip, pivoting the back foot to place the heel onto the ground. The back foot is 90-degree angle against the front foot and arms shoulder height. Inhale deeply. Exhale, make sure your hips are opening to the side. And then the right knee is open towards the right, towards your back. Look towards the right hand. Stay with your breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Reverse the warrior, turning the right hand facing the ceiling, lift it. Allow the other hand glide down. Reaching towards the back. Inhale, extend the back leg. And from here, square the hips. Triangle on the right side, reach towards the right. Allow that hand to fall, reach anywhere it falls. Open the chest, reach up with the left hand. Look up, inhale, and exhale deeply. Keep opening the hips. Inhale deeply, and exhale deeply. Now place that left hand on your waist and look down onto your right foot. Bend that left foot and hold onto the book or onto the block in front of you. And let's see if from here we can transition to, again, Ardha Chandrasana or half moon pose by pressing that right foot. And the hip is lifted. If you want to stay with the left hand on the waist, stay. If you want to transition and lift the left arm up. Eventually, with practice, you will turn and shift the gaze towards the left hand. Okay, hand down onto the waist if you were not there yet. Step back by bending onto the right foot. And transition again to triangle pose. Look up, inhale deeply, and exhale deeply. Bring yourself to, lift yourself up to triangle. Bend onto the back knee and lift the front toes. So we are transitioning here. We're gonna be transitioning from warrior two to side squat. Warrior two. Inhaling, side squat. Warrior two. And side squat. Warrior two. And side squat. Stay in side squat for 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Another deep inhalation. Warrior two. And now both hands down. Left knee down. And bring yourself onto all fours. Hips towards the back. Let's relax the head down for 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Okay, all fours. Let's try the same thing onto the other side. Step forward with the left foot. Curl the toes under. Lift the back knee. Bring the arms towards the back, engaging the abdominal area, lifting through your navel. Inhale, lift yourself onto high lunge. Exhale, forward and back. Engage the abdominal area. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, forward and back. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, hands onto the blocks. Transition to warrior three with the hands down. And from here, let's open the hip, lifting the right hip up towards the ceiling. You may stay there, okay, only. And exhale, lowering the hip. Very good. Inhale and lifting the hip. You may stay already in Chandrasana if you want. And exhale, lowering the hip. And Helena, if you want to try and stay on, in Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose, place your right hand on the hip and keep lifting that right hip. Opening the hips as much as possible, opening the chest to look towards the right. Keep your gaze down. And full pose, or bring the hand down towards the book. Square the hips again. Look towards the back foot, down onto the ground, bending onto the left knee. High lunge. Wow. Well done, ladies. Now high lunge, bending onto the front knee. Just one breath there. Oh, no, excuse me, no one breath. We need to bring your left hand towards the right leg behind you and reach up towards the ceiling and towards the back. So we really stretch all the internal muscles. Okay, release that. Reach high with both arms. And on the next exhalation, pivot to warrior two. Very good. Inhaling deeply. So pivot, warrior two on the left side. Left knee bend. Very good. Inhale deeply, look towards your left hand. Exhale deeply. Allow that hand to turn for a reverse of a warrior. So let's reach up. Let's glide down, reaching towards the back. Extending the front leg. Transitioning to triangle. So now with both hips open, the left one is looking straight forward. The hips is open to the side and the back foot is 90-degree angle. Reach toward the left and allow that hand to fall anywhere it falls. Hold there and press it down to lift and extend the spine. Open the chest to look towards the ceiling or towards the right hand. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Now look down and let's see if we can grab that block that we were using. Bend onto the left knee, probably placing first the right hand onto the waist so the transition is more stable, and step sideways in half moon pose for Ardha Chandrasana or half moon. You may stay with the hand on the waist. You may keep the gaze down. Really stack the hips one on top of the other, opening the hips as much as possible. Try to bring that right shoulder a bit higher and a bit more towards your back. So it's like you are trying to place your entire backside onto an imaginary wall. Reach high maybe. Keep the gaze steady, keep your breath steady. Inhale deeply. And exhale, bend onto the front knee, step back with the other leg and bring yourself onto warrior two. Very good. And from here, transition onto the back side, onto the back leg or right leg, lifting the toes, the front toes, the left toes, towards side lunge towards the back. That's it. Warrior two to the left, side lunge to the back. Warrior two to the left, side lunge to the back, lifting the toes. Very good. Warrior two. And side lunge to stay to the back. That's it. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply, as low as you can. Inhaling deeply. Inhale, warrior two. We're nearly there. Now both arms down. Knee, let's lift the back heel, knee on the ground. The other knee down, open the knees to the side. Relax the bottom towards your back and forehead down. Deep inhalations and deep, full exhalations. Breathe in. Okay, from child's pose, curl the toes under, bring yourself onto all fours and place the belly on the ground. Elbows towards the sides and towards the back. And from here, lift the chest onto cobra. Hugging the elbows, hugging the body. Gaze is towards the front or towards the ground. So you make sure you are lifting through the crown of the head. Inhale deeply there. And exhale, release. Inhale, press yourself up again onto cobra. Look towards the right. And look towards the left. Look towards the center. And now bring the forehead down. Transition onto Sphinx pose. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply, just placing the forearm parallel to each other, the hands away, the elbows right under your shoulders. Stay with your breath. Bring the chest down and extend your arms forward. Extend the legs back and up, lifting everything up. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Keep reaching back, keep reaching forward. Deep breaths. Keep lifting. Exhale, relax everything down. Move the hips from side to side. And again, lifting everything up. Arms towards the front, legs towards the back. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Inhaling deeply. And exhale, elbows to the sides, towards the body. Inhale, reach forward. Keep the legs lifted. Exhale, elbows to the sides. Inhale, reaching forwards. Exhale, elbows hugging. Inhale, reaching forwards. Exhale to the body. Again, reaching forward. Elbows to the body. Reaching forward for the last time. Head down, hands down. Move the hips from side to side. Now let's place ourselves on sideways over our right hip. Like if we are just on the sun or something, like we are beautiful mermaids. So the right elbow is over on the floor, supporting us, and our right hand in front of, left hand in front of us. And from here, both feet, like if flex the toes, looking directly forwards, okay? Lifting the left leg up. That's it, flex and point that foot. Big circle with that leg towards the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's change direction. Forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep bringing that leg away from the bottom leg, straight. Kick at the heel. That's it. Now let's turn the foot for the toes to look up. And lift the leg as high as you can towards the body. And now heel to heel, 1, and then away, up, 2, very slow, up and down, 3, up and down, 4, up and down, 5. And let's lift it for just one more, and let's keep it here, and try to really squeeze that leg up towards your body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now let's turn the body on the floor and now onto the opposite side. So we are transitioning to the left side of the body. Feet square, lifting that leg. Very good. So one circle towards the back. Try to make it very, very steady. And you keep kicking to the heel, okay? Another circle, and we change direction. Changing towards the opposite side. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, now don't allow that leg to relax down. And now turn the foot, the toes towards the ceiling. And from there, lift that leg up towards the body in 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And we open once more, and we keep that leg as high as you can towards the body. Squeezing that leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Bring the belly onto the mat. And try to, bend onto one knee, the right knee, towards the glutes. And hold it with the right hand. And just try to keep that foot towards your glutes. The other hand, maybe the other arm is, you're propping yourself maybe onto the Sphinx arm, just holding yourself with your forearm. And change. Or like Susan, you can transition directly onto, what is it called? Urdhva Dhanurasana? No, Dhanurasana. Dhanurasana, that's it. Okay, we release, and if you want, we just join Susan on the full pose. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling deeply. Keep lifting the legs, the feet up. That's it. Inhaling. And exhale, relax the forehead down. Keep the bind at the back. So we do another time. On the next inhalation, we lift everything. Keep lifting. 2 more breaths. And release. Okay. Move the hips from side to side. Place. Now it's time to place the elbows down, hands close to each other. Let's see if we can do practice of a variation of down dog that is dolphin. So press yourself, walk the knees forward towards your body. Like if you are in all fours, but with the forearm on the ground, lifting the bottom up on all fours. That's it, with the forearm on the ground. And then try to lift the hips up with the forearm touching. And try to bring the head in between your forearm. Pressing, pressing, pressing. And walking slightly those feet towards the body. Okay, walk back onto plank with the forearm placed on the mat. And walk again forward to dolphin. So it's like a down dog. Walking, walking forward. Try to bring the heels down. Lifting the hips up and walk back again onto forearm plank. Keep walking back those hips down, Helena. And walk forward. Place the knees down. Relax the forehead down. Release through the mouth. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Inhale all fours, rise. Right foot in between your hands. Lift the body, low lunge. Very good. If you want to use the blocks or the book to walk yourself back, just stretch the front leg. So you lift the toes up to forward fold. Lifting, use the blocks, ladies. So we are here, for instance, with one book or one block at either side. Okay, press onto the left hand, this one in, and try to lift the other block. Exhale, lower. And now the opposite side. Exhale, lower. Okay, let's bring both blocks forward. Left block towards the back, towards the ground. Press it down and lift the right arm. Inhaling deeply, a little bit of balance here. Stay with your breath. Okay, transition both blocks forward as far, walking the blocks as far forward as you can, relaxing the head down. Inhale, lift the gaze. Place one knee down and now transition with the other. So let's place the other, let's first do a lunge forward, bending the front knee. And then we transition. If you want to place the hand over the knee, so you really lift the chest, that's it. 2 deep inhalations there. Inhaling and exhaling. Grab the books or the blocks, transition with the bottom towards the back, lifting the toes, flexing the foot. And try to fold forward, relaxing the head. Inhale, lift slightly. Walk a little bit towards the body, those blocks. And open the left arm towards the left. And up. Exhale, lower, change. A bit of balance here. Lifting, lifting, lifting on the right side. Exhale, lower. Now bring that right block a bit closer towards your left knee. Lifting the, right hand, right knee, square in there, and lift your left hand up towards the back, up and back. Inhaling deeply and exhale deeply. Okay, bring both blocks forward, as far forward as you can. Reaching forward with the leg extended and foot flexed if you could, and relax the head down. Another deep breath. Walk the blocks towards yourself. Place that knee down and sit on the mat. Blocks away. Open the legs to the sides. You may need to get your hips lifted, so you may probably sit over something, a cushion, maybe, or even a block, or the book. And from here, we reach towards the right, sideways, and we reach towards the left, sideways. Very good. Just easily just going towards one side and towards the other. And we stay on the right side, opening the chest to the front and reach up to the ceiling with the left hand and over. You probably could relax the hand behind your neck. So we make sure the left elbow is lifting and the chest is looking forwards. Stay with your breath there. Inhaling deeply. And on the next exhalation, allow the chest to be square with the floor. So you're now folding over your right leg. From here, let's transition walking with the hands towards the center of the mat, towards the floor, towards the center in between the legs. And forward, reaching forward with the hands, relax the head down. You may place the forearm just a relaxed position, whichever you find more comfortable. Another way of relaxing in this pose is by placing blocks on front of you where you can probably rest the forehead down. The more comfortable you find yourself on a pose, the easier is the progression for the body to open. So don't be afraid to use anything you find to make yourself comfortable. Just walk yourself towards the left. And fold over the left leg. And now bring your attention to your right shoulder and right arm and start lifting that right shoulder and right arm. Maybe your forearm on the inside of the left leg, reaching high, or maybe bending the elbow, placing the hand behind the head, really making sure the chest is opening towards the front and that the elbow is lifted towards the ceiling. Extend the arm up, and we finish on Upavista Konasana. Bend onto the knees for Baddha Konasana, holding onto the toes, onto the feet with both hands, lifting through the crown of the head. The spine is straight, and knees, you're working the knees, pulling the knees down, engaging the glutes. So your knees fall down. Inhale deeply. And on the next exhalation, try to forward fold, bringing the forehead towards your feet. And keep working towards bringing the knees towards the ground. Now inhale, lift. Stand your right leg. And now squeeze that knee with or towards your body, helped by hugging with the right hand. So we twist to look towards the left. Deep inhalations followed by full and deep exhalations. Susan, the other side, honey. Turn around the other side. That's it. Close. Squeeze it towards the body. Keep lifting the crown of the head. Extend that leg, bending onto the other. And now opposite arm is hugging. And we prep ourselves by pressing the ground behind us for the spine to be really much lifted. So we can squeeze and twist a bit deeper. Your left leg is straight, toes are looking up and is active. Okay, release. Place both feet onto the ground. And from here, let's lift ourselves onto Malasana. If you want to place the blocks under your bottom or the books under your bottom for the pose to be a bit more comfortable. So you're opening the hips, placing the hands on prayer, and you're pressing with the elbows the inner thigh to open those knees a bit wider, more separate. That's it. And squeeze there, pelvic floor engagement, lifting through the crown of the head. The chin is slightly low. Inhale deeply. Exhale, squeeze, pelvic floor. Inhale deeply. And squeeze, pelvic floor. Inhale deeply. And squeeze, pelvic floor. Okay. Now, Susan, take your blocks away. Forward fold. If you want to try as well, Helena, you can as well. And let's just for fun, let's try this what is crow pose again. So you're folding in between your thighs. Place those hands on the floor. Probably the block or the books are like a length, arm length away. Hands closer towards the block. Let's say in front of your feet. Lift the heels. Very good. Bring that head down onto the books and allow one foot to lift, pressing onto the foot triceps, and then allow the other foot as well. Lifting, 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 lifting. Keep lifting. And then probably the head away and feet back down. And we may try once more. So from Malasana, we forward fold. We really squeeze those shoulders in front of the thighs, the inner thighs. Hands on front of the feet, lifting the heels, placing the head onto the block, lifting, 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 lifting the forehead, and maybe jump back onto Chaturanga, upward facing dog. And transition to down dog. Knees down, sit back and around, belly up, knees to chest, relax the head, hug your knees, sway from one side to the other. Happy baby. Holding your toes, holding your ankles wherever you could reach, and move from side to side. Really beneficial for your hips and for your spine. Very good. Closing the knees towards the chest. Allow the knees to fall towards one side and look towards the opposite. Shoulders touching the ground. Inhale deeply and exhale, let go. Inhale, lift the knees to center and allow them to fall on the left side or onto the opposite. And the gaze on the opposite direction. Couple of breaths there, deep inhalations and exhalations that releases tension. Knees to chest for the last time. Squeeze on an exhalation your forehead towards your knees as much as you can, giving yourself a hug. And on the next inhalation, allow the head to drop and the legs to extend away for Shavasana. And simply just allow your body to be heavy. And notice how heavy your body is against the floor. And slowly all the muscles and fibers in your body releases tension. And there is no need to watch your breath anymore. And you just let go completely. Your lower jaw is slightly separating from the upper teeth. Feeling the full weight of your tongue inside your mouth cavity. Feeling the shoulders heavy onto the mat, arms and torso. Hips and legs. Your feet releasing tension. Release and relax. So we start deepening the breath, allowing consciousness slowly to be back, taking over our bodies with gentle movements and stretches, a yawn maybe, anything your body is asking you to do, anything you wish to do. Bring the knees closer towards your chest and just give yourself a hug. And probably just internally you may say to yourself, oh, thank you, body, for giving me the chance to do what I enjoy and to provide me the experience through my body. So we turn our bodies onto one, we roll over one shoulder, just keeping ourselves really, really gentle awakening and transitioning on your own time onto seated. With the eyes closed and in prayer positions or in a meditation position, we extend the arms towards the sides and up. Inhaling, reaching, exhale, hands to heart center. And inhale, reach sideways, gathering all the energy we created today in this practice. And exhale, bring all the beautiful energy towards your heart. May this practice remind us to stay healthy in our hearts and our minds and in our spirits. Bring in positive and loving words and thoughts towards ourselves and towards others. Namaste. Thank you so much, ladies, for